Hey, I'm Dr. Matt Lyon. Welcome to my website. Welcome to this video. This brief video is specifically designed to help you figure out if I am the right fit for you. If you're here, there's probably two reasons for that. One, you've got health challenges and you want help. Maybe it's digestive, autoimmune disorders, sleep issues, anxiety, depression, chronic fatigue, chronic pain. Maybe you've had a traumatic brain injury. Maybe you've heard about how I work with the brain in trauma. You have post-traumatic stress from trauma a long time ago or present trauma. In any event, you want help. You want help putting yourself back together. So that's usually number one. Number two are people who just want to be the best version of themselves in their life. They're pro athletes, they're performers, they're moms, they're just people who so value feeling good as a vehicle through which they can express all of who they are to accomplish what they feel they are on this earth to accomplish. So those are the two kinds of people who come in. My bottom line is that I integrate. I integrate so many parts. I would say all the parts, but who knows what all the parts are. That I integrate all the parts that I know of in a specific sequence for people. And here's what I mean by that. So maybe you've been to a chiropractor. I love chiropractors. Chiropractors are great. And they might have focused on the structure, your alignment, whether it's based on how they see your posture or what they see on x-rays. And that's great. Maybe you've been to a functional medicine doctor who looks at labs and then they establish where your deficiencies are. Or you've got, too much disease-producing bacteria in your gut, or you've got a parasite, or you've got heavy metal toxicity, you've got autoimmunity. And so then there's the diet, hopefully, and then hopefully not too many, but supplements given to you. Right? So we've got the structural people, we've got the nutritional people. And then maybe if you are sensitive to the fact that emotions and thoughts and past traumas affect you, maybe you've sought help through the lens of therapy. And look, my wife's a psychotherapist. I personally still use therapy to this day. I love it. And sometimes all of these things can be limited in their view. So after I was sick for 2 years, chronic illness, chronic pain, couldn't sleep, digestive disorders, and a diagnosed autoimmune disorder, I went back to the drawing board because I had to fix myself. And here's the model that over the last nearly 10 years now, I've been working with. First, I do look at structure, absolutely. I do look at your organs, your nutrition system, absolutely. We have a specific way we can assess, how your body has been affected by emotional stress. The thing that I do is I link all of these to the brain, and everyone is going to have some version of all of this. So then the question is, how do we connect what's most important for you and the order that it needs to be corrected in, and how do we link it to your brain? Because your brain is literally the central commander, the chief executive officer, the main driver of how you express you, your personality, your essence, your biology, your physiology, your immune system, your digestion. Everything starts up at the brain. Everything finishes up at the brain. And it's this beautiful dance. The question is always, how do you find out what, when, where? So here's a really cool metaphor that I like. So if you're like me in your house, you have a number of fire alarms. This is my home. There are a number of fire alarms in every room. And in addition, there's sensors on every door and every window to let us, so our security system is on point. Now, if that fire alarm goes off, all of them go off. I may not know where the source of the fire or the smoke is coming from. Likewise, if my home security system goes off, I don't know if a squirrel's on the window. I don't know if someone's trying to break into my back slider door. I don't know if someone's trying to jimmy open the garage. I don't know for sure. What we do here, because symptoms are like the alarm that's going off. That's what they are. Those symptoms are alarms that's going off. And the people who do well here, they want to go deep to understand how it all fits together and what's the cause, and they're willing to do the work, which obviously takes time. None of this happens overnight, and therefore healing can't happen overnight. So if you're the kind of person who's like, man, I got a backache, I want to get popped, I literally have 3 friends I can refer you to. If you're like, all I want is functional medicine, all I want is labs, I have so many people I can refer you to. And if you want a therapist, I have so many people I can refer you to. I work with people who want to systematically see which parts of those systems in your body need to be addressed, healed, upregulated and optimized and how it all relates to the brain, right? Because you can have a structural misalignment that actually changes how your brain functions. Vice versa, and more common, you could have a stressor in your brain from an old trauma that you don't remember or don't know about that's creating a habitual muscle guarding pattern loop from a reflex that's throwing you out of alignment. You can get that thing adjusted 3 times a week for the rest of your life, it's still going to keep happening. Same way, if your vagus nerve is dysregulated because you've been carrying trauma from childhood or from a divorce or a bankruptcy or a lawsuit or a head injury, your gut is not going to resolve until that's resolved. Where does that happen? It happens at the brain. It happens at the level of the vagus nerve. Likewise, you may have continual thought and emotional loops and you're like hitting it in therapy and you know yourself better than anybody. You spend a fortune on therapy, but oh my gosh, the problems still keep happening. Or maybe they're better, but you're not sleeping great. Your digestion's not great. Your brain fog is there. I will help you link it all together. In your first visit with me, that's exactly what we're going to do. My job is to look at all those systems, link it together because you are biochemically, neurologically, structurally, genetically, energetically unique. No one else is like you. That's my job, to help you see the tapestry, the constellation, and moreover, to find out where trauma has left a mark, because trauma leaves a mark in your brain. That mark in the brain has an effect on organs. That effect on organs changes the way the autonomic nervous system works. That changes how organs work. That changes how well you assimilate nutrients, fight off pathogens in your digestive system. And that inflammation feeds right back to, you guessed it, through the vagus nerve, right to the brain. So that's what I do. It's been an absolute labor of love for me as I went on the journey to heal myself and had to travel to so many practitioners all over the world so that I could get my health and my life back, so that I could show up for my wife and my kids and do what I'm here to do. So I have a lot of compassion and empathy if you are struggling, and if you want to optimize, I hope I can be your guide, because you understand all of those pieces, all of those parts. When they come together, it's like the symphony in an orchestra hall, that your music is there. And, you know, it's like that saying, you don't want to die with your music still in you. And a lot of us, you know, how does it go? Most people die with their music still inside of them. And we don't want that. We want to bring all these pieces together so that the music of you goes forth. The fragrance of who you really are blasts out to this world. The music of who you really are blasts out to the world. So you show up like a boss, parent like a boss, run your business, run your life, and you feel organized, on point, calm, balanced, energized, and focused. So that's what I do. I hope I can serve you. Thanks for listening to my brief video. And if you do feel like I'm your guy and you want to at least have that conversation and go through my full intake, click below. It's a really simple link. It'll take you right to the place where you can book your initial consultation with me. Hope you're having an awesome day. God bless you.